to remind viewers of the components of the MESHTASTIC transceiver unit, I have reproduced MESHTASTIC's own image and added some things that it leaves out. Lined up properly, it would take fewer than 800 stations to completely span Afghanistan from a user on the southwest border to another user on the northeast border. One thing we'll get around to in the third video is that repeater radios set on high points in the landscape make connections between remote radios easier, since there will be few obstacles in the vertical direction. As far as communicating with the outside world goes, a few more stations reaching into a communications hub in Tajikistan would greatly increase the reaching power of such a chain of stations. Lined up properly, it would take fewer than 800 stations to completely span Afghanistan, from a user on the southwest border to another user on the northeast border. Then the communications hub in Tajikistan could further increase the reach of voices in Afghanistan by switching to any of the far-reaching kinds of communication used in the world today. The task at hand is to get two MESHTASTIC transceivers talking to each other. In order to form a meshwork, it is first necessary to connect two MESHTASTIC stations to each other. Start with a new computer tablet, smartphone, etc. Install a copy of MESHTASTIC on that device. Assemble and power up a new MESHTASTIC transceiver radio unit. The screen will show communicating with the device while it is trying to set things up. As soon as your pad, computer, or cell phone connects by Bluetooth with the new device, it will show a screen with the newly acquired transceiver listed under Available Radios. You should click on the black dot next to your radio's designation. A Wi-Fi connection is being sought. Nothing is connected yet, hence the question mark, and the screen tells us that the MESHTASTIC application is communicating with device. The radio device wants my computer to copy some numbers from its little screen by typing them into the box next to passcode. As soon as you succeed in correctly typing the number displayed on the radio's view screen, the computer display will show the newly chosen unit as subscribed to mesh. After you click on Messages down at the bottom, this screen will appear. You will only see an item in the circled area if your first Meshtastic set is running. If you click on Bluetooth at the bottom of the page, it will show the identity of the tablet, computer, or smartphone that is connecting to the radio unit identified by Bluetooth. BLE means Bluetooth Low Energy. If you have decided to send a direct message to 9BB4, then you will select that entry below where it says Direct Message, which means Direct Message to. Having done so, I next wrote a message at number 1 on this screen. Then at number 2, I pressed the up arrow to begin transmission. At number 3, you can see 9BC4. That is my identity. On the line above number 4, you can see the message that I just fed into the system. And over at number 5, you can see the message echoed again. But not until we go to number 6 and see the word acknowledged do we know that the message has actually been received. Here is what happens when I try to send a message to someone whose radio unit is not turned on or is too far away to make radio interaction possible. This time I made a mistake and hit the button on the screen that generates a GPS location report to send to the other person. That wrote a message for me, and I decided to send it. At number 2, you can see that 9BC4 is the sender. That's my Meshtastic setup. Above number 3, that message is displayed on screen. It is echoed at number 4, but 9EE0 is offline or too far away. So at number 5, it does not say acknowledged. Instead, it indicates that it can only try a limited number of times, so it is given up. Looking toward the future, besides a free communication system within places like Afghanistan to help maintain the safety of innocent people, perhaps linking to the outside world will help provide objective news.